Them boys got good-looking sideburns. Hey, what's up? It's Jason Cage from B96 Radio in Chicago, and you're listening to the Hoppe and Super Rich Show. Hey, what's up? It's Jason Cage, and you've got the Hoppe and Super Rich Show on in your face, all up in your ear holes right now.
All right, call the show. 630-785-2510. That is 630-785-2510. God, I love this beat.
It's great, isn't it?
I mean, I know you're not into rap. You have to admit this is a pretty good beat. Get you pretty pumped up. Makes you want to go clubbing right now. All right. Probably not. All right. If you want to listen to The Edge on your mobile device like you are right now, but you want to spread the word so you can describe the show and everything else to your friends on how to listen, it's not too hard. Listen to The Edge by going to your Google Play shop if you have an Android device, search up TuneIn, or your iTunes shop and search up TuneIn, or on iTunes and search up TuneIn. And then when you get there, search up The Edge on Air or Hoppe Radio. Or if you want to hear the show 24/7, the app that I put my hard-working money into, search up Hoppe Radio on the app shop. All right. I have this thing where I think the paparazzi are a bunch of scumbags. I think they're a bunch of leeches who
don't you think is a scumbag?
You and about two other people. The thing with the paparazzi is they think it's so cool to follow around the celebrities, but heaven forbid anybody follow them around or their family. It's off limits then, man. These celebrities, these athletes, just because they have talent doesn't mean they don't have a real life, and you can't just go hounding them and bothering them just to get an altercation, just for your video, just for your trash bag show known as TMZ. Enough of you. It's ridiculous. Like, yeah, the thing we're about to read about, he did overreact. But at the same time, I would probably get mad too because I'm so outrageous. I'm so hyper. I couldn't take those scumbags at TMZ, Entertainment Tonight, All Access, not the radio site, but the TV show. All the tabloids. Like, can you imagine them just writing things about your family and stalking your kid like they do with Will Smith, with Jada Smith? Like, if you're Bieber's mom, I know Bieber's a douchebag, but can you imagine them before he became one? They're just following you around 24/7, just trying to get you to do something. Enough of you. What an unrespectable job. Like, imagine them at the Christmas party. What do you do for a living, John? I'm an accountant. What do you do, Jerry? I'm a lawyer. What do you do, Bob? I'm a paparazzi who follows people around and ruins their days, and I work for Harvey Levin. Yay! Yeah. You agree with me?
Yeah.
What's your take overall before we get to the news article?
I mean, I really don't get why people would want to do that.
And I don't get why people care about celebrities. It's all PR for news. I know girls eat it up because they want to be the celebrities, but why? They're awful role models, and half the time, or probably 4/5 of the time, they're not even talented unless you're following George Clooney. When you're following any of the Real Housewives or a Kardashian, you're just jealous that they make more moolah, more money, more cash, more bank than you ever will. Get over it. Maybe if you worked hard and you didn't spend your whole day wishing you were them, you would maybe make some money where you're comfortable in life. So shut up. So what does the article say about a certain athlete who's in a bit of trouble?
Yeah, Blake Griffin has been charged with a crime for allegedly slapping a man inside a Las Vegas nightclub. The incident went down last month when Blake was at Town nightclub. According to the alleged victim, Daniel Schumann, the Clippers superstar was upset by camera flashes in his face, so he grabbed Daniel's phone and neck. Daniel says Blake squeezed his neck and then demanded he give up his phone. According to docs obtained by TMZ Sports, the Clark County DA has now charged Griffin with one count of misdemeanor battery. He faces 6 months in jail and or a $1,000 fine.
He faces 6 months in jail? You know he's not getting anything. You know he's not getting diddly squat of it. Why even say he's facing 6 months in jail? We know right now he's not getting anything. He's a superstar in the NBA who's helping out the Clippers maybe sometime win a ring with Chris Paul. Trust me. As long as Blake Griffin doesn't murder anybody or carjack 9 cars or something, or maybe beat up a woman like Ray Rice, he's fine.
It says, though, a jail sentence is highly unlikely since Blake has no prior convictions for violent crimes.
And he was probably mad. Can you imagine having those pieces of dirt follow you around 24/7, just looking for you to do something? Hey, we heard you're dating this person. Hey, we heard you're dating this person. Hey, we heard you're dating this person. Hey, why were you drunk last weekend? Blah, blah, blah. Because these paparazzi wish they had the talent of these athletes. These paparazzi wish they had the talent of these actors.
I think it's more they want the money of the athletes.
Yes, these paparazzi wish they had the money of the no-talent celebrities. So they go, how can I be a part of the scene? I'll just follow them 24/7. What is the difference between being a paparazzi and being a stalker? You're being paid to stalk and harass and annoy these celebrities. Shut up and get a respectable job.
I don't think that this guy was
more.
a paparazzi person. I think he was just a guy at the club. And
But you know he was trying to send it into TMZ. He's a wannabe celebrity. If I saw Blake Griffin, I would try to book him on my radio show or buy him a beer.
Then he'd grab you by the neck. Which, this is kind of outrageous. He should be suspended from the NBA for this.
But they're not going to.
I know, the NFL's the only sport that'll go and suspend guys for misdemeanor charges or doing anything against the law.
He ain't going anywhere because the Clippers is one of the NBA's favorite team because they vetoed that Chris Paul trade 5 years ago. The Clippers have gone through so much turmoil as an atrocious league that they need Blake Griffin to make them money. If this were, let's say, Anthony Randolph or Anthony Bennett, I don't know why 2 Anthonys came to my head, or just somebody that no one cares about like J.R. Smith, good example there, he would be suspended. But when it's Blake Griffin, he's not going anywhere. So I'm not saying this shouldn't be news, but to right in there, he faces up to 6 months in jail.
When he's not getting anything.
He's not getting 0.6 seconds in jail. Stop it. Shut up. God, it gets me mad. Because, like,
I mean, this probably won't be the first time for him either. He'll probably do something else, and the NBA's going to be like, oh, he's Blake Griffin. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
oh, yeah, look at me. Just because I can dunk the ball and I can flop to the ground like a little girl, I can do whatever I want, which is fine. We get it. You've worked hard enough in life. You're talented enough that you can do whatever you want. But at the same time, you need to be the bigger and better person and not freak out over these scumbag leeches known as the paparazzi. It's just like, why are you getting mad at them? These losers, these trolls, these pieces of dirt will never be as good as you. They will never be as talented. And this doesn't just go to Blake Griffin. This goes to a person like the Kardashian. They will never be as rich as you. This goes to someone like George Clooney. They will never have as much talent as you. This goes to someone like Kanye. They will never even be able to wrap a sentence as good as you can in a second. I'm just saying, these paparazzis are wannabe losers who were never popular in high school, and they want to be a part of the action. They want to fit in with the TMZ scene because it's cool to be a part of TMZ now. It's cool to follow celebrities. It's cool to bother them. Enough of you. And then the best part is they break down the video and they go, does Blake Griffin have anger issues? Does he have problems? Or they'll say this about any celebrity. No, they're just sick of being stalked and harassed by your scumbag news organization. And I say news lightly, because news is actually something that's going on and important, not when it's just forced upon. Like, here's what it would be like. Let's say we made our own news organization here at school, and it's just me going around with a video camera in front of every teacher's face, bothering them. That's what it would be. Hoppe's ridiculous rant smack or something. I'm just saying, if I made my own news organization, that'd be the most scumbag leech thing to do. There's no difference with Harvey Levin. And then these guys, man, what if Harvey's at the club with his boyfriend because he's gay? Or what if Charles Latt, the guy with the dreadlocks, is at the club with his girlfriend? He wouldn't want to be approached, man. Or that one TMZ reporter that got a DUI, nothing was reported on him. But when it's a celebrity, we all have free reigns to talk about them. Ugh, enough of you, God. And I'm one of the few people who called him out. Like, here's a comment.
Like, this is outrageous. He should be suspended for this.
Here's what I think of Harvey Levin. I just can't take it anymore. These TMZ rodents piss me off. Shut up! And we got a comment. I made a video. You can see it at the Hoppe page. One of my good friends who works in radio, you can see the comment. I'm not going to put him on air because I really like the guy. Here's what he wrote about my rant off air about Kim Kardashian. It was a little more edgier with a little harder word than what I said on air. All right, screen to call. It says, maybe a little too edgy. I only say that because you complain about people considering it newsworthy, but you keep calling people's attention to it. Listen. When I talk about Kim Kardashian, I'm not treating it as like real news. When I talk about these scumbag paparazzi, I'm not treating it as real news. I'm calling them out for having it actually being news. Do I put the phone on hold?
No.
Here's what the Who? Who what? Who was it?
It was our button masher again.
God, there's a button masher. Somebody here, please do something. We keep getting these calls from these.
I think it's a guy doing that. That's got to be like, you got to like spam the keypad or something.
All right. Here's what the comment said from someone who's one of my good friends. I love the guy, but here's what he said about my Kim Kardashian rant and me just ranting about celebrities in general. And I want your take on this because this goes with the Blake Griffin thing. This goes with the Kim Kardashian rant and whatever else we'll talk about. He goes, maybe a little too edgy. I only say that because you complain about people considering it newsworthy, but yeah, you keep calling people's names attention to it. This will become old before it was young. This was old before it was young. Time to move on, soldier.
Until the next picture comes out.
That's what I'm saying. And here's the thing. I love this guy. He's a great guy.
Tell him to call in.
No. He's one of the most humble guys I've met in radio. But here's the deal. It's not time to move on because next week there'll be a new picture of Kim. Next week there'll be a new altercation of Blake Griffin. And it all goes down to us giving them attention. I'm not reporting it as news. If I were having a topic, do you think what Kim Kardashian did is outrageous? That'd be me giving it the wrong attention. Do you think Blake has anger management and should go to rehab? Or go to anger management class with Charlie Sheen and Bieber? That'd be me calling attention to it. I'm calling out the scumbag media that's making it news. It shouldn't be news. Why am I one of the only people who's calling this out? I feel like a lone wolf here.
People are scared.
I feel like the rat in the corner, and there's a bunch of pit bulls around me. Because everyone else is just treating it like real news because they're afraid to speak their mind. But I'm one of the few people in the media. Because we are in the media. We're on WNUR. We're on The Edge on Air. We're on the radio. We have our own app. I feel like we're one of the only people that actually treats it like how it should be. It's not news.
If only it become news that we were the only ones calling them out.
I mean, it worked for us. I defended Artie Lang, the old co-host of the Howard Stern Show, and Artie Lang's coming on soon, so it's working for us. Jim Florentine's coming on soon. It's working for us day by day. I'm just saying, I want to have moments where we make it on CNN and people see what we're doing. Because things are getting bad, dude. Like, 10 years ago, it wasn't like this. Maybe it's because of social media and the whole camera phone thing on your iPhone or your Android device where you can film something in 10 seconds. Because back then, it was word of mouth. Did you hear what Allen Iverson did? But you could never prove it. But now you can prove anything and put it online. Like, why is this going on? Like, what do you think, Risky?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people are scared, obviously, and of course there's definitely more variables, like they just don't want to, they don't feel that they need to be called out because they're the Kardashians. Why should anyone call them out? Everyone loves this.
They're royalty. If they're royalty in America, or if Blake Griffin is royalty, if these celebrities are actually our royalty and what we look up to, we are screwed. I'm not saying I'm a fan of the royal family overseas in Britain because it's all about them, but at least they're figures that you can look up to. Kate Middleton, Prince Harry, Prince William, everybody else, Prince Charles, the Queen. They're actually people who get things done. But over here, they laugh at us because we're such idiots who feed into the celebrity news cycle. And I'm not trying to be repetitive or give it more attention, but everyone else is giving it attention, so I'm not doing anything different, but at the same time I am because I'm calling them out. I'm not using it as real news. Risky.
Yeah, we don't need to use it as real news because we're just going to talk about it.
We are a part of the media. What if I beat you up in the parking lot and TMZ was here to see that? Oh no, it'd be news. Shock jock Ryan Hoppe gets into an argument. Blah, blah. Enough of that. Call the show, 630-785-2510.
Do not call if you're going to mash. do not call if you're just going to mash buttons the whole time. We get those calls at NUR, too.
I got those calls at Sportstown. I got those calls here. I get those calls
NUR.
at NUR. I get those calls on my cell phone. These cockroaches won't leave me alone. It's the same people that go, do you want a free life insurance, a free vacation, and a free pet? Please give us your social security number, your mom's maiden name, and everything about you.
Yeah, I don't get, like, why do people do that? Like, I mean, I love when you get those calls and then you just, like, go on a rant or...
That one, you should have filmed it.
Oh, the one when you're asked, when you called back to let them know what you thought of them.
Or no, the one when I won the free vacation.
Oh, no, oh my God, no way!
Here's what happened. Risky was driving me to school, and we get a call from one of those, like, cockroaches, and it always says, like, Boise, Idaho, and you don't know anybody in Boise, so you know it's one of those telemarketers scumbags. And they call, and they're like, hello, you have won a free vacation to Hawaii. What is your name? And I'm like, Ryan. And they're like, you have won. And I'm like, oh, my God, no way. This has made my life. My life has been so stressful. And they hung up.
You got him to hung up. They're like, this kid must be stupid to actually think this is a real call.
This kid must be an idiot to think it's a real vacation. So my greatest point is this.
And then you called them back and they hung up immediately.
Yeah. How about the second time when I called and they tried to say I signed up for life insurance in December 2013 when I didn't, and I got into an argument with the girl and she goes, well, a lot's happened in the last 7 months. Maybe you did and you forget about it. I'm pretty sure even though a lot happens within a half a year, you would remember the day you signed up for life insurance at the age of 20. Shut up.
And then you called them back and they're like, Ryan Hoppe!
Yeah, the girl's like, is this Ryan Hoppe? If you're one of the people that works for these organizations, call us, 630-785-2510. That is 630-785-2510.
Do you have those numbers so we can call them back with the edge
when
phone?
You call them, it's, well, number one, you can't put them on the air because you have to say they're on the air and it wouldn't make for good radio. But I'm just saying, if you work for one of these agencies and you're listening on a tune-in device or on your desktop, please describe to me why being a telemarketing scumbag is such a riveting career. I mean, honestly.
Or calling and spamming the keypad to hear down.
So here's my point before we go to break. And we talk about what's coming up. Here's what you can learn from Hoppe. Because I'm such a professor. I'm such a teacher. I'm such a role model that you can learn things about. Hey, I'm so smart, I might begin running my own series of books. Hoppe 101, like dummies, like those books, whatever, for dummies.
Hoppe 101.
Yeah, I'm such a smart person. I went to a trade school. I should start writing my own books on life and philosophy. But here's the 3 things we can learn within the last hour. First of all, quit treating the Kardashians like real news. If you ignore them, they will go away. They're like that bully on the schoolyard. If you just turn your right cheek, oh geez, they will go away. Part 2. Blake Griffin, everyone leave him alone. He's a celebrity and an athlete, but he has pressure to win. I know he has the easy life, but at the same time, how would you feel if you're at a club just trying to drink a Red Bull and vodka and these scumbags are trying to get you to do something just so that they can make a quick buck by sending it to those rodents known as TMZ? And on the second part, Blake Griffin, you've made it in life. You're above these losers. Don't overreact. Just leave the scene, pick up a girl, and relieve some stress. Part 3. If you're one of these people who works for these telemarketers, and they're not even telemarketers, they're just scammers, because at least telemarketers 5 years ago tried to sell you DirecTV or Sirius Radio or a newspaper package or something, or a free vacation. Like they were actual telemarketers. These are just people trying to take over your lives by getting your social security number. If you do that job, I don't know how you look yourself in a mirror, you loser, you scumbag leech.
Coming up, the Hoppe and Super Rich Show.
All right, I am a diehard Laker fan. It goes Bulls, Lakers, Bobcats / Hornets.
Are you a diehard Bulls fan too?
I just said Bulls, Lakers, Bobcats.
You said diehard Lakers fan, and they're like Bulls, Lakers.
Okay, I'm a diehard fan of 3 teams. Bulls, Lakers, Bobcats, well now Hornets, because I've been to 3 Bobcats games. And I've been watching every game, and this team's hard to watch. And I will go on a rant about it, and
What about Derrick Rose? Did you hear his comments the other day?
We will get to that too, but here's the deal. Sad news has happened to Wayne Ellington, who plays on the Lakers, so we will get to that and more. Call the show, 630-785-2510. That is
Do not smash buttons.
That is 630-785-2510. Tweet at me, at HappyRadio893.
Tweet at me at ourrisky16.
Contact us now. We're bored and lonely.
The Hoppe and Super Rich Show.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out hopperadio.com and hoppesworld.com.